next year.
You know what? Those Florida Panthers, they might have discovered something last year that they got a liking for because they look good, man.
Mm-hmm.
They look good. And Bobrovsky seems like he's real deal again. Maybe they are real deal, and they go back and make another run.
And
they got a belief. They know what it takes.
Boston
That's a good team.
You know what no one's talking about? Like, we've been talking about the Nylander contract here. Like, the Reinhart contract is going to be bigger than people thought. Like, that guy is having a monster year.
Having a great year.
Yeah.
But again, he's a guy, he kind of plays the role of Willie on that team. Like a second line guy, give or take.
Power
top
play
six
guy, skill guy, and he's going to rip you home 30 goals.
Right.
If you want to go ahead and get stupid with him, and I like the kid. I like the way he plays. But if you want to go nuts paying him, go ahead.
Well, it's a pecking order. Like that team, that is Barkov and Kachuk's team. Like those are the two best players on that team up front. And Reinhart, again, is kind of like Willie. Now, you could argue that Marner, Willie...
And Reinhart's probably already making between 5 and 7.
Yeah, he signed a long-term deal in Buffalo, right? And then they flipped him.
Yeah.
But, Florida-Boston tonight. That'll be a good game.
They're good, really man. Everyone was sleeping on Florida because
really
they were going to miss Ekblad and Montour to start the year.
But I'm glad you brought that kid up, Frankie. It's Reinhart. It's like, why isn't Reinhart like he doesn't like Nylander and then Nylander's here and then Reinhart's nowhere? Why isn't anyone talking about Reinhart's
I don't know.
contract?
Like, what was the Reinhart deal going to be going into the season, and what is it now? You know?
Like, where's that article?
Right.
Let's get some rival GMs on here to talk about Reinhart.
Yeah,
he's got. What does he have? 25 points. Willie's got 27. Yeah.
Right.
And they're both going to be UFAs, and Reinhart is 28. Willie's, 27?
Let's get Stevie
it's a very
Goldstein
similar
on.
situation.
Yeah. We'll get Goldie on ice on, and he'll tell us all about like where it was at the start of the season and where he is now.
Yeah.
Goldie will know.
You're right.
Maybe they're at $12 million for Reinhart. Never know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'd be willing to guarantee that will not be the case.
But the Nylander clan, they'll say, "Oh, his points aren't half as good as what Willie does." It's like, okay.
Yeah. Which, listen, there might be truth in that in some ways, but Reinhardt's got a ton of points.
Yeah.
And is playing great and went to a cup final last year and factored in on that. And, it's not a pitting two guys against each other. It's pointing out the ridiculousness of one situation compared to the other, where they're both going to be UFAs, both on good teams, both important players, both well-liked, both high picks. Reinhart went second overall. Willie went 8th. Both in their late 20s.
Let's say we got to crunch the numbers and take a look at the comparables.
I'll bet you what will happen is Reinhart will sign there under the radar, probably 8 years at like 9, and that'll just happen one day. Maybe not. Maybe he leaves, but it wouldn't be shocking if it's like a 6-year deal, 7-year deal, 8-year deal.
I know, but I don't think Florida pays him $9 million. They just gave Matthew Tkachuk an MVP of the league, and their go-to guy $9.5.
Yeah.
They're not going to give Reinhart $9 million.
They may not. And maybe I don't think he's even worth $9 million.
He's at 6.5 now. Willie's at 6.9.
Yeah. So I would guess Reinhart will get to 8. He'll probably get to $8 million.
Why not? Yeah.
But he's not getting to 10 or 11 or Pasternak's deal.
I know.
Not with Florida.
Not with anybody.
I guess
nobody on earth is giving Sam Reinhart
no one.
Nobody on earth is giving him Pasternak's deal.
If he can
Hashtag
get 9,
Reinhart is Nylander and Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think Nylander's a better player personally, but it's, Reinhart's having a great platform season on a really good team.
Yeah.
So take it for what it's worth.